We're live. All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? It's
Hello.
right on time. I'd like to point out
yeah.
this was not my fault.
For
As
once.
usual. Usually it's David's fault. But, basically, it's usually anyone's fault but mine. That's basically
I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure that's how it is.
All right. Let's play some D&D. I don't think we have no updates for Talespire. It was giving me some issues earlier today, so hopefully it'll not give me issues later today. And anybody have anything to talk about, or should we just get right in it?
I mean,
I don't know.
I think we're good to go.
Any news you wanna discuss?
Just trying to liven up the place.
Woo!
Thank you.
I just woke
So
up.
alive.
It's hard to liven up.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Yeah. You guys look
Give me a
so
little while to
lively
liven
already.
up.
I don't know how I could possibly get any more livelier in here.
I know, yeah. I'm at peak liveliness right now.
All right, so last week, D&D time, you guys started just outside the monastery. You had defeated an evil necromancer. Well, you haven't defeated him, but you mucked around a bit with an evil necromancer and
we ran away from.
you were in a party of devout, led by a devout paladin, and you had a bit of a spat with your fellow new party. They went their way, you went your way, and you decided to stop off on the trip over here to what you once called Last Hope Keep. It's an old ruin of a fort in the mountains. And while you were there, you got ambushed by some savage lizard folk who you brutally murdered, slaughtered, and then you went back to sleep.
Warms my heart.
And then you woke up the next day with some whimpering as you found the children of those lizard folk.
Ambushers.
And you felt real bad. For some reason, I don't know why. The way this campaign's been going, I don't know why you felt bad. But
Like, oh no, the children.
you felt
well.
bad. You felt bad for a
Isaac
moment.
felt real bad.
And you decided to take them with you to South Shore. That's the only place you know of that will take them in, I guess. And we started off in the morning. You guys were, is it morning? No, it's night. Because we're going. It's like late. I think it's like right about sunrise.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Write it down. But we'll say it's about sunrise. And you were setting out south. You were going south. You gone like an hour or so when you got Alzira, your friendly neighborhood necromancer who owns a tower on top of the mountain, who revived you from the dead. You were sort of working for her, and she had a job for you to do. Go out and figure out how to sail out in the oceans because there's Kraken out there. She appeared before you, not too happy. And she yelled at you and told you that she was going. You got 2 weeks, or else, to find the Thriv Maru. And then poof, she was gone.
Oh yeah.
And that's where we begin. What would you like to do?
We didn't we ask Dolores something?
Delorious,
You
yeah.
did
Or
have a
Dolores.
chat with Dolores.
I don't know why it's Dolores. That's how it sounds like in my head.
She gets
Got
up
her
to 88 miles per hour.
Yeah.
That should be her name.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, didn't we ask her something?
You asked her what Thriv Maru was, and
And
she
it was a
said
book.
it's Alzira's obsession. It's a book.
Oh,
It's a book, and how could you betray us?
Yep.
Oh,
How
yeah.
could you betray us? After all we did for you. Yep. That's
Okay.
that's where we're
I
at.
don't know these people that well.
Going forth by day is what she says it means. So,
What, so we got-
Going forth
takes-
by day?
It
That's what
takes a
Thriv
week to
Maru
get
means?
across.
I didn't
It's
have
like a
that
week
written
to
down.
get past this, to get all the way across this island, and we gotta find a book in 2.
We better get to asking some South Shore folks, I guess.
yeah. That's all we can do.
okay. It's sunrise. You guys are heading south. Give me a perception for whoever wants to be the perception man and on your trek to the south. To South Shore.
I'll give you one for Vip. since he will be hovering.
Oh, almost a 20, and then rolled in a hole.
And then was a 19, so 20 total.
All is pretty quiet. You notice from this point south, there is very little undead activity. You don't really see much of anything out here. You still see a few that are west of here and a few east of here. You get from here. You're not real far away from. I guess you are. You're far enough. Never mind. You can see the Stonehenge thing is still pretty still run down. Pretty quiet walk. Not much of undead, if any, going your way. And you about 10 hours go by on the walk south, and you make your way to South Shore. Before, the first time you guys were here, this was an invisible city. It's no longer invisible as before. They have a nice wall that's been put up as well. The city's much bigger than it used to be.
Did Alzira pay for it?
What?
Did Alzira pay for the wall?
Get those politics out of here.
So you're on the way this town is built. It's sort of on like a bit of a cliff, a bluff each, and it sort of drops off into the sort of a sandy bit. The town's on that sandy bit, and it's much bigger than you guys have been here before, but it's much bigger than it was a long time ago. There's a lot of shacks and buildings behind the big open field that was there before. It's got kind of a mixture of architecture of kind of a gothic, elven-y kind of architecture and a more human stone architecture blended. But you got a big wall. You got two ways in. You got a road to your west, road to the east. You pick one. Doesn't matter which one you pick. And the guys at the gates. There's a Yanti, which is like a snake man. And he sees you. He recognizes you. What do you look like right now, Eric?
I look like old me, gray elf me.
Okay. He sees you, and he knows who you are, and he do in.
All right, sweet.
And you were in the bustling...
All right, kids, see ya.
Yeah.
Bustling town of South. Got 4 little lizard folk kids. And I believe Shiro is carrying a massive sack of spider eggs.
Yeah, we're gonna pawn off these kids and get rid of that sack of eggs.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna try to find a place for these kids. What about that?
Haggis.
Is there like a?
She's
No,
probably
we're
dead.
gonna make Haggis watch a bunch of lizard kids. There's
She might know where to take him.
Leaf will have some friends.
Yeah.
Make him less creepy.
Go to the monastery. I feel like that's the way to go.
Any of you playing a homebrew race? I think Bert's a homebrew. Frogman, he's a... What's Magogol? That's the name of his race.
Magogol. I think that's a real race. It's just homebrew 5e.
Oh.
Best race you could ever ask for.
Frog people. All right. Yeah, I think we hit up the monastery. That seems to be the place where there's no orphanage in town. Well,
Town's a
not
lot bigger
like
than it was. You were here before, but it's certainly bustling. And before it was human and Yanti walking around. As you're making your way through town, you came in on the east road, which leads by the old rundown bakery and windmill, the inn, the blacksmith. It runs that way. And as you walk by the inn, the tavern, it's lively. It was never lively before. It was always just, there's no visitors in this town. But there's lots of folks in there. You see as you're walking down, you see like a little 3.5 foot tall like fish man, arms and legs, a murloc essentially, goes walking into the tavern.
Oh man.
He walks? I thought Murlocs only ran crazily.
Walks crazily.
He just walks crazily.
Just strolls in there like he owns the place.
Bobs his head to the side.
Yeah.
Is there any
All right,
frog people in there?
No frog people. You
Only
see,
murlocs.
still mostly human, mostly Yanti. You see those. That's all you've. Other than that, that's what you see.
So we dropping them off at the monastery? Where are we going?
In town, you
Yeah.
had a temple to Adro, which is where Bert spent some time, got some pamphlets. You also had a monastery of from Wintervale, some of the refugees from the old monastery you guys came from, that were also here. That's one of our ex-party members.
Are there any other lizard people in town?
Are you gonna go look around for them? On your walk?
Just have we seen any as we're walking through town?
Nope.
Okay.
There's not a lizard folk quadrant now.
The lizard quarter.
The lizard quarter.
No neon lights that say Lizard Town.
They got red lamps over that side of town.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll
We
go.
can head to the monastery.
The monastery or the Temple of Adro, maybe they'll take them. Nothing like 4 new little religious zealots for the town.
Which one do you go?
They're
Where
still
we go?
they're still following us, right?
Yeah.
They're following
Okay.
close.
You guys.
They are
Go to
like
the monastery?
Yeah, yeah.
they're
Yeah,
they're
that's the-
terrified right now. They never
Yeah,
We
been
know
anywhere.
people at the monastery,
this.
at least.
Yeah, let's
we'll
go there.
there first.
Not only have they never been to a town like this, but these are the kind of people they are enemies with. These
Right,
These
yeah.
are the boogeymen,
Nah,
basically.
they're children.
Town full of
they'll be
boogeymen or bogeymen.
All right,
They
we'll head to the
completely-
monastery.
Boogers.
We go find. I forgot his name. The guy we talked to last time we were here.
You had you had Elian, Commander Elian.
No, at the temple. Oh, the guy we dealt with a few times.
I don't think he had a
He was the
name.
head. Oh, he was the head of the temple.
Yeah, he had a temple.
Yeah, we stayed there a few times.
Yeah.
His name was Jerry.
Jerry.
So, Jerry sees you. Write it down now. Jerry with a
Hello,
G.
Newman.
It's with a G with an apostrophe in there. Make it fancy like.
Jerry.
Yeah.
So, he sees you. These are the guys that are they're monks. They're all a bunch of monks. He's bald. He has the monk robes.
Oh, you got the brown like monk robes.
Yeah, yeah. And he sees you, and he there's like a symbol of a sun on the wall, just for refreshing memories. And he sees you guys and says, "Welcome back. It's been a long time. How
It has been a long time.
how
Yes.
how have your adventures been?"
Not great.
Yeah, not super great, but you know, we're back for a little while. We were wondering if you had any idea what to do with 4 orphaned kids.
He looks up and he looks down. He sees the 4 lizard folk, and he says, "Ooh, where'd you find those?"
Found them at the old fort on the way here.
He said, "Why don't you roll me a well, not yet, but he said, well, I'm not sure what we could do for him here."
Come on, your god doesn't care for children.
He kind of squints at you.
How dare you, sir?
How dare you? I have a short temper these days.
And he says,
I'm just asking for advice. I'm not asking you for you to take them in.
you can
Well, he might be.
Oh, take him.
he says you can take them to the town hall. They may find a place for them.
Oh,
We can go talk to Shikajla.
Does anyone here speak Draconic?
Yes.
Yes,
Does
and
everyone
yes,
here
and
speak
the monk.
Oh.
Draconic?
Oh,
I'm
no,
asking
not.
out of game if they know.
Oh, probably not. Well, okay.
Because
I
They're
guess
gonna
we'll
have
go
to
to
be
the
able to
town
talk to
hall.
these kids.
Oh, I guess before we go, you ever heard of a book called the Thriv Maru?
I have not, but you're welcome to use our library if you wish.
I'll head to the library.
I'll go to the library and just look
He says, "Oh,
for
okay,
anything.
come on in."
I'll take the kids. I'll take the kids to Shikajla at the town
Yeah,
hall.
I'll go with him to go to the kids.
Okay.
I doubt it's gonna be as easy as the monk's library has this ancient book.
You never know. That's all
It
there
could
is
have
to it.
information about it.
Yeah, it could.
Might
I
be
guess.
referenced somewhere.
So, who's going to the library?
I will.
Okay, you and Frog.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's as you make your way in, they take you into really it's just an office sort of within the monastery. It's just like a bookshelf. It's not a library. It's a
No,
bookshelf.
thank
Our
you.
library.
Some of them he says some of them are pretty old. They're written by our elder wrote some of these, and so there may be some notes in there that you could use. But
All right, well, thank you.
written by Aramis. Aramis.
What? Oh, Aramus,
sure.
not Aralis. Okay.
Aramis. Yeah, all the names
Too
sound the
many
same in
similar
this
names.
campaign.
I was like, wait a minute.
I thought you were gonna say Jerry Senior.
I need to start emphasizing different parts of the word. Aramis.
I'm free to just peruse these then.
He says, sure.
All right. Thank you.
I'll be meditating in the main hall.
Thank you.
You need me? So he goes back out there.
I'll start scanning books for either Thriv Maru or going through by day.
Roll me that investigation check. The rest of you make your way over to the town hall. The town hall is much grander than first time around.
10.
But not a lot of buildings or anything happening along with it. Anyway, make your way to the front door. They see you, they recognize you, and one of the guards says, "Welcome back. What you got there?" Looking at the kids.
We're trying to find somewhere for these kids. You guys are like the last, let's say, non-necromancered city.
He says, "Well, that's not my call, but speak with one of the nobles."
Yeah, we already talked to one of the monastery. One of the monasteries. They don't seem interested.
He kind of looks down. You can tell he's kind of looking down on them. He says, "Yeah, you may have some trouble with them."
Well, do you know anywhere good we can take them? They're children. Gonna be an enemy of a child?
He says, "You're welcome to talk with. I can make you an appointment. You can talk with Shikajla. Talk with Vosh."
All right. Sure.
Oh my god.
Make me an appointment.
Make an appointment with both, because we need to talk to both.
There's. You want just the two? There's. Galaville is here as well.
Let's go with just the two we already know.
Okay.
Don't need to be.
What about the
Overreach.
head of the mages? Him too.
That's you'll have to go to the keep for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go talk to Elliot if we need to. All right.
So he goes in. He comes out a minute later, and he says, "Shikajla will see you now."
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Fantastic.
Great.
All right. We'll go in, I guess. Okay.
In you go. When you go into the place, you had a big kind of foyer area. You had a room to your left, room to your right, and a bit of a hallway down the way. They've done some construction in here. The center room has, you can kind of see down the hallway, doors open. And in that next room over, there is a like a stairway down, and like a pool, basically, further on down the way. But you go in, and he leads you to the right, up Shikajla's staircase, and into her room, and she sees you, and she says, "Welcome back. I will always stop anything I'm doing to help you, because you've done so much for me. What can I do for you?"
What a
We're looking-
nice person.
What a nice person you are. It's so refreshing.
She says, "I'm the nicest person of the campaign."
Yeah. Seem to be. We've got two problems. One is these children. We're looking for somewhere safe for them to be, besides with us.
Well,
And this is,
we've got
you know,
we have a few lizard folk refugees here
What?
okay.
that have
You
made
could point us in
this
that direction.
their home. Yeah. I'll lead you that way.
Okay. and
Probably the
then
best
other
place
thing-
for them.
Ask
What
him
are they we're
about
looking for?
Saltport.
Ask him about what?
Saltport.
You're not here. You chose to look at books. The other thing is, we're looking for a book. Thriv Maru. Heard of that book?
He says, do you know what kind of book it is? There's a lot of books.
We don't know anything about the book.
Well, I don't know that I'm the one to help you with that.
Worth a shot. If we could get these kids taken care of, though, that would be a lot of help.
Okay. I can ask around and see anything about this book of yours, but I'm not much in the way of books.
All right, we can probably go.
One other thing, if I was trying to get to the mainland in the Empire, how would I get there through the Krakens?
Yeah, we have been all over this island, and no one seems to be able to leave.
I'm chasing somebody, and I am looking to try to get there eventually.
Not a lot of traffic going to the Empire land, but you may try chartering a boat at the docks.
You know why do the Krakens attack everything except for the boats here?
Well, there are Krakens.
But
So you just keep
we are having issues like in Crawport, the Frogmen. Saltport. Half their people are on an island with their children, and they can't get back home.
And they're all dying.
Saltport is run by Alzira.
Yeah,
it's
run
not
by
Alzira, it's the Dark One.
It's just a guy who works for her.
Either way,
they're not. They don't serve her. They're afraid.
I don't have any power over that. I'm not sure what you want me to do about that.
I just to be able to get their families back home.
We were just asking.
To get past the Krakens, that's all we want.
We might have some
You're somewhat known in this town. You can try to talk with one of the ship captains, and maybe he'll take you there.
All right. Oh yeah. I guess we could. Yeah, just get a ship over there. All right. Well, if you could find out about the lizard folk, that would be a lot of help. I guess that's pretty much it.
I'll send you with the lieutenant here, and they'll lead you back to that area.
All right. Thank you very much.
And she writes up a bit of a note, and she hands it to him, and he escorts you out.
All right, fantastic.
And then he heads to the back behind the town hall, back into sort of the more rundown, kind of slummy part of the town. And there's sort of like a little makeshift driftwood tent kind of village. And you can see there's a couple lizard folk that are back there.
I would send Pip to the town hall to watch for them and just follow them around.
Okay. You're at the monastery. You're just gonna follow with Pip.
Yeah.
One of the lizard folk comes up and sees you, and sees the little ones.
Stop clawing my chair.
And kind of turns his head a little bit. He says, "What are we supposed to do with that?"
What, the lizard folk say that?
Mm-hmm.
These are the civilized folk, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
They're gonna eat them.
So civilized they are, living in tents. Listen, we're just looking for a place someone that can take these kids in.
Well, I don't know.
These kids are
I'm
trouble.
gonna grab him by the shirt and pull him in real close, and I'm gonna go. Why don't you show some compassion?
Roll me that
Like
intimidation check.
I will scare you into being nice to children.
Oh.
Oh.
Intimidation. 820.
Okay, he kind of stumbles back for a moment. He says, you know what? Maybe we can take him in.
That's what
That
I'd
would
like to
be
hear.
of great help.
And then I'm gonna grab the spider sack and hand it over to him. Be like,
He sees that he like grabs it, thinking it's like luggage or something, and just drops it on the ground. Stands back, and the little kids run around and grab it and hoist it up, and they start kind of marching into town like this is their new home.
Oh, nope. And
he's
I'll
kind of
grab that sack from him.
he's kind of standing there. You gonna go to the kids and get that sack?
Yeah, yep. I'm gonna go to the kids and take the sack.
They want it. They're holding it. They look at you.
Say, listen, you don't get to keep the spider eggs.
Why?
Why did we carry them the whole way?
You didn't carry them anyway.
Wait, we're gonna do something with it?
No, we weren't gonna do something with it. We were gonna try to get them away from these kids. We can't have a bunch of spiders running around.
This is no.
Well, I mean,
Our brothers and sisters. Furry.
Yes, but in your new life here, you cannot have giant spiders running around.
Roll me that persuasion check.
oh,
Better crit because these are
wait,
kids.
those kids, yeah. Come on.
Oh, I got an 18.
Okay. You can see a couple of the real little ones are like they don't want to let go, but the older ones are like, well, what are you gonna do with them?
We don't know what we're gonna do with them yet. Probably just hold on to them for now.
Well, what?
We can take them back to where all the other spiders are.
But it's not. No, it's not safe.
What about... Oh man, what was that big spider? It's been so long. The big spider in the forest.
the queen.
The queen.
Did she?
What was
have
her
a
name? Did she have a name?
She,
She
I
did.
can't remember.
that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I know it was.
we only
I
went
know.
there once.
we went there one time.
Yeah.
Because we were like, nah, we don't
It was
want
like I
to
think it was Shiva. Shiva is what.
Yeah,
what's coming to mind.
yeah.
That's
There we
right,
go.
yeah.
There we go.
They
Go
don't.
drop them off.
They don't seem to know who Shiva was.
Oh. Shiva was the queen of all spiders. We can go drop them off with her.
Take them to the farm.
You know the queen of the spiders?
We've spoken with... Well, I've spoken with the queen of the spiders once before.
Yeah, she tried to eat me.
That was a different you, wasn't
No,
it?
you're not there. You're lucky.
Yeah.
That's where we found Bert. Was in that. In
Yeah,
her
he
lair.
was going to be eaten by her.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah, he was a snack.
don't get caught.
They say, okay. But can you just let us know? Just make sure they're okay.
We'll make sure they're okay.
Okay.
They're
And they're
still
like
making interconnects, I
they're
don't know
still
what they're saying.
holding on to the egg sac, but they eventually let go and let you take it.
Okay. Fantastic. We'll thank the lizard men. Thank you for taking them in. This is a big help.
He sees you grab the sack of eggs, and a little bit of a relief goes through him, and he agrees to take them in, and doesn't touch them, doesn't like get anywhere near him, but he kind of escorts them into the camp.
Into the back.
They'll be able to integrate them into society. They're kids. Oh, there goes the cat. All right. I guess we'll. Man, who do we talk about this book?
We need to go
Who do
talk
we
to
talk
the head
about?
of the mages.
I think the problem is we're gonna talk to someone who knows what this book is, and they're gonna be like,
Why do you want this book?
"So, what are you looking for that
We
book
were.
for?"
That's not what would happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, am I done looking at this bookshelf yet?
Yeah. Your investigation was like an 8, right?
It was a 10. Is Robert making an investigation or assisting?
Not unless you don't say something. Sure. Otherwise, he's gonna be sitting there just picking his teeth, picking the spider legs out of his teeth.
Oh yeah, you know, all the poisonous spider legs out of his teeth.
About as good as mine.
No, you see a lot of mentions of you find a few old books. There's a lot of new stuff, kind of about their way of discipline, and and that's sort of their thing. You do find one book that's Aramis wrote it a long time ago, and it's talking about the artifact he found, and about how it's sort of this it senses the power of the eyes, and it's his job to watch over this thing and protect this thing.
Ooh.
This is not new information to most of the party, but it's
it sounds like new information.
But
we have so much information.
Yeah. So he and you kind of get that's sort of his. That's kind of like a bit of a foundation he built his monastery on was protecting that and keeping it safe.
Did I see anything about either Airless or like the Feywild or Mount Hellion?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I'll just turn to Robert and go, I don't think they're going to have what we're looking for in here. I'm going to go outside and talk to the monk.
I'll head with offering, whatever his name
And Aramis was one of the adventurers with Azura, right?
Aramis was one of the so backstory. Monk was one of the adventurers that was here 20-some years ago. First found the eyes. He was the monk of the party. Everyone disagreed with what to do with the eye. His idea was to separate the findy device and just keep it separate so that no one could find these things, these eyes. There was one device that was out there. That's how they found the first eye, was with this device. And so he took that artifact and kept it with him to protect it.
Okay, so I'll walk outside to the monk. Like, hello. Does he still look like he's meditating? Does he respond to me?
When you say that, he perks up and.
Just wanted to thank you for letting me look at your library. Is this the most extensive collection in town, or is there somewhere else that might have more?
I'm sure the mages have more.
Do you think I would be able to access that?
You? Do you know the mages?
Do I know the mages? Did I meet any of them last time?
You've seen Volcus once, I think.
Yeah. Know them a little bit.
You've seen Volcus a few times. Well, he's the one who went on a bit of a few times. He's the
is he the one who offered to buy my chain?
Yeah, I think he did. He's the Voldemort-looking one with like a beard, beard braid.
Yeah, I've talked to them a few times. I may check there next. Is there a more public library?
You may find some in the temple to Adro.
Okay,
but
thank you.
Most, I think, is held by the mages.
All right, thank you very much. Which way to? Do I know how to get to the temple of Adro?
Yeah, the temple. Yeah, the temple's not too far. Just right across the street, basically.
Okay, so I will.
Is it a lot bigger and fancier now? It was like a shack when we were here.
I'll start walking to the door, and then right when I get there, I'll sort of put my hand on the wall to steady myself, go into Fip, come down and land on Shiro's shoulder and say, we're just going across the street to the Temple of Adro. We'll catch up with you later. And then Fip will fly back up, and we're going to go.
That's going to be entertaining.
The 4 lizard folk kids are just in awe. So just stare. Just talking.
Staring at what? He's invisible.
They hear the words coming from somewhere.
Coming from nowhere.
I always forget he's invisible for some reason. Okay.
Even Shiro at first would have been like.
You would have heard my voice, so you'd be like, "What word?"
Where is he at?
Alright, I'm gonna put this Shikarzla.
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this interaction with the Temple of Adro. That's always good.
Just gonna
Yeah.
walk over. Hello.
Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Okay. It is. You didn't really see this place before, but it's a nice looking place. It's got some nice. Looks like it's been almost like it has like coral built into the walls now. And it's all colorful and it's very nice looking. It has a big trident on the front, and you see this trident kind of all scattered around town quite a bit, and you can gather that's the symbol of Adro. But the doors are open. It's your typical looking chapel, just made of coral outside.
Okay.
And you walk into the doors and you see there is a human female. She's got these red robes, really, really sparkly stuff. She's got some shells and things kind of all spread throughout them, and she sees you, and she says, "Oh, welcome. I haven't seen you before.
Hello.
Are you here to offer praise to Adro?"
Do I know who Adro is?
I don't know if you have.
Probably not.
I don't know that you have.
Roll a religion check.
Yeah, go for it.
You can probably get some things from Bert. They're a terrible god.
Where did my die go? Oh, there it is.
You said you were going somewhere else.
Wow, look at that. It popped way up there.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Nope, not familiar with it. Never heard of it from your part of the world.
Oh, I was just intrigued by the colorful design of your shrine here, and I was talking to the monks across the way. They said you might have a library I could peruse. Is that true?
Yes, we have some writings. It's in our satellite temple.
What? What?
It's in the water temple.
Oh no, not the water temple.
Oh, so you don't have the books here.
No, we don't have anything. No books here.
Oh, all right. How did you get the coral in here? Is it just all picked up from the water then?
It's a strange question. Where do you get coral from?
I just wondered if it was magically made or if you actually harvested it.
Well, yeah, we harvested it.
It's quite beautiful.
I know.
I know. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
You're leaving
Have a good
already?
day. Yeah, and I just turn around and walk out.
Wow.
Yep, well, gotta go.
You're not as fun as
What a
David.
nice
David
guy
gets
you
sucked
are.
into it.
Oh yeah.
David he went to a church service with Adro and he got some brochures.
Made an offering, went to the water
Yeah,
temple.
give an offering. That's right. So as you're walking out, you see her kind of peeking her head out around the door, looking at you, and just kind of watching you walk.
I give her my lily pads. Those things are
Just
freaking
watching you walk.
And then she sees Bert go walking by the road, following you behind, and her eyes light up.
Oh
She
man.
sees him.
See what you did.
Okay, as soon as I get like around a corner, like out of the where I can't see the entrance to this place anymore.
Okay.
I will steady myself on a wall and go into FIP vision and see where they are. And
Yeah, where are you guys heading after that?
Oh yeah.
I'm heading to Chicago.
Mage's Tower.
We
I
talked
would
to
think.
Chicago, though.
Yeah.
Where
I
were you
haven't
We
at?
can talk to Volcus.
Oh, he was.
Talk to Elian. Is he still there? I'm sure he's still there.
He was there last time.
Yeah.
once I see them, I will just start making my way to meet up with them.
Okay, you're all pretty close now. You're around the town hall.
Okay, when I get to them, the Adro was a bust. They don't actually have any books there. They said it was in a satellite temple in the water.
Oh yeah, the lighthouse.
Yeah, I didn't really want to go out there
Quick
right
refresher: this town, from where you can see there is like the town before ended at the water. There was a port. That's it. There is from where you're at right now. There's like one road through this town. It goes from wall to wall. There's one road through the middle of town. You're on the town hall, the warehouse, that sort of side of town. The other side is where the port and all the docks and all the fishermen work. And then there's another road now that goes past the docks that leads into the water. It's just like a road that just goes into the water. You can see it from where you're standing right now, in front of the town hall, where the portal is in that main courtyard. And you can also see in the water, the water is very active, and you can see also from the cliffs from before, and you saw this before. There is parts of a town under the water now. Like there is as much town as outside in the land. There's as much of that underwater now as well.
Misa gonna go down there. It's a gun.
And
it's a gun city.
From that
Go down the
road,
water, come there.
we guys are standing here, sort of waiting for each other while you're meeting up. You see a couple of those little Murloc guys come walking out of the water, just walking up on land. You see one guy from behind you come walking by, and he's kind of a bluish color. He kind of looks like an elf. He's wet. He's like very well moisturized. And you can see gills on his neck, and he goes walking.
Like a trident.
Oh.
He goes walking into the water.
Man, so fancy water road. All right. They're like not buoyant at all. They just walk along the bottom.
They expel all their air from their lungs.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Rook probably
that's
knows
very
it's an aquatic elf, not a Triton.
Oh, it's not a Triton. Okay.
Aquatic elf.
Aquatic elf.
Man, there's an elf for everything.
Yeah, but there wasn't really in 5th edition. There isn't, but in 3.5 they had like every
an elf for every situation.
Every biome has its own elf.
Yeah.
Until the world was at peace until the fire elves attacked.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll go up to.
You're going to the
I
fort.
told them that the monks said there was another library that the mages had. We could look there.
We can try to look there. We'll see if they'll let us look there.
We maybe shouldn't mention the name of the book first. Just ask to research first. Is that doable?
I'm sure they'll ask. If nothing else,
You can tell them anything.
I've got some other things to ask about. We could also go back to Elven lands. I'm sure our good friend Barrett might know something that we can squeeze out of him right before we kill him.
Right before he runs away again. All right, let's go to the tower then.
Okay. You guys are walking back the way you came, past the temple.
Past the temple. Dang it.
She comes out.
Don't make eye contact.
She's already outside watching you guys as you're coming back, and she sees you, and she hurriedly runs up to Bert, and she says, "Hello. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Are you here to visit Alicia again?"
That's not Bert, that's his twin brother Kurt.
Yeah. This is Kurt. Can't you see he doesn't have any mushrooms on his face anymore?
I assumed Alicia fixed that.
No.
He went there because he was concerned about his growth, and I knew Alicia would fix it.
Whenever he went there, he didn't come back.
I think
Where did he go?
Oh yeah.
He died.
Well,
His offering wasn't accepted. He was killed.
you can see like the gears are
And
turning.
I'm just gonna keep walking with Bert. like put my arm around.
She's
Bert.
kind of standing there dumbfounded, like trying to figure this all out.
Pretty much almost did kill him. Yeah, then we keep walking.
Off you go.
We're not gonna let Bert get caught in it this time.
Unless he wants to get caught.
If we let him stand there and talk to her for 5 minutes, he's gonna be swimming down to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, so you head up the road, go around, and you come to the keep. The keep is sort of a little bit off center, but it's like a bluff sort of above the town. Stone-walled keep. You can see there's like there's the main military side of it, and there's a big tower in there as well, which you know is the Mage Tower. This town is originally human, and then the Yuan-Ti sort of moved in. And the Yuan-Ti are very magically inclined, and they're usually the ones who focus mostly in the tower. You knew Maris was there, and Tova, a couple of the Yuan-Ti you meant from that tower. And you go to the gate, and one of the guards sees you and does not recognize you.
They're all gone. Didn't they escape?
Last you
Tova.
heard, Tova, Maris, and Lenzerus escaped.
Actually, before we get up to the tower, I will tell Fip, because they saw him last time, right?
Yep.
So I will tell Fip to just go, like, sort of hang out far away. Maybe I'll say, maybe go check on Leaf, see how he's doing. That's before we go in, because I don't want them to be like, "What's your bird doing there?"
He flies off.
Okay.
We don't get recognized this time?
Guard sees you. Yeah. Says, "What's your business?"
Is Elian around?
Yes, Commander Alien is here. What's
Oh, Commander Alien, huh?
The business.
Commander Elian, he got promoted. We're looking to speak with
Tell
him in
all
hopes.
friends are here.
Yeah, we're hoping to get a talk to the head mage.
Alien
Alien.
is not the head mage.
Yeah, I know Elian's not the head mage.
But he's the
Thanks.
commander.
He's the commander. He could get us a
Yes, and
audience
a
with
commander who
the
cannot
mage.
be trifled with little
Oh man.
friendships, chats,
Gonna be trifled
Wow.
with little friendship.
with little friendships.
chats, little chats.
Just go get
Golly.
him.
Just go get him. God.
Give me a persuasion.
All right, I'll give you a persuasion.
That's a good persuasion. Just go get him. God.
God.
16.
16. Man, you're so persuasive.
I know. I'm a persuasive guy.
He says, "Wait here," and he goes inside. And the other guy just. There's two of them there, by the way. The other one's just ignoring all this. He goes in. He comes back eventually, and he says, "Commander Alien, we'll see you in a moment. You may come inside."
All right, I'm going.
And he escorts you in. The place is bustling. It's a little barrack before. Now it is a proper building and barrack. All the outside archery range and dummies, all that stuff on the right side. The left side is the big tower, which is even bigger. And he just escorts you and has you sit on the ground. But Commander Alien comes walking up to you.
Yeah.
And he sees you again and says, "Welcome back. How did the mission go? I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear a word from you."
The mission to get something into her tower.
The portal.
Yeah,
portal.
I
Yeah,
don't
we
think
weren't
she
able
was.
to do that, but we
Yeah.
were able to destroy one of their holding stones over the dead.
Holding stones over the dead?
Yeah, so they're like
Command stones.
they're like beacons that they use to signal the undead.
Okay, that's good.
She is not.
Very happy with us.
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay.
She showed up to us a day ago and was like, "Hey, I'm totally gonna kill you," and then vanished in front
Some
of us.
guys like,
so-
Wato's gonna kill you. No, she said we have 2 weeks to find something. Otherwise, she's gonna hunt us down and kill us. So, I don't think getting into the tower is much of an option anymore.
2 weeks to find something. She wants to find something.
Yeah, find a book.
What kind of book?
I have no idea what the book is about. The Thriv Maru. Don't have any idea what it is.
I don't know what that is, but you, I can let you into the Mage Tower, and you can look around. You may see if you can have a chat with Volcus.
Yeah.
He
That
might
would
know
be
something.
Yeah, that's
Do
kind
we
of why we're
need
here.
special permission to see the library?
Oh yes, you'll need to see Volcus,
Okay.
but I can take you there.
Thanks,
All right.
Yes, please.
Commander.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Commander. Yeah, promoted since we were here.
He leads you up there and up the ramparts and over across a bridge into the big tower, and he sits you in the waiting room and goes and gets Volcus. Volcus doesn't come back, but one of his minions comes back, and
Walk hunchbacks.
so it's a Yanti, and it seems pretty important, but comes in the room and asks what your business is here.
We would like to look through your library.
And what are you looking for?
We're looking for a book called the Thriv Maru, and we're also wondering what old Volkus did with Raoul and Garrick.
Okay, I will pass that along. I don't know what that is. He leaves for a while. In walks Volkus.
His eyes are about this big. He says, Thriv Maru? Why do you want that?
And he says, tell me what you know of this Thriv Maru.
Nothing. We've explained it 19 times.
Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't know anything about the book.
He says, a Thriv Maru is a myth. Forget it.
Myth.
What is it?
I like myths.
Oh yeah,
What's
it
the
doesn't
myth?
exist.
What's the myth about it?
Yeah, let's hear this myth.
It's not something we should be discussing.
Oh, really? If it's a myth, it doesn't matter, right?
If you could tell us more about it, we might be able to get back into Alzira's tower. But without any information, there's no way we'll be able to get back in there.
He says, let's just say if the Thriv Maru were real, then it's not something that should be trifled with.
What?
That's kind of what I figured it was. Something like that.
If you could tell us more about it, again, it's even if we could produce some knowledge about it, it might help us get.
Might not want her to have that knowledge. You might be getting that vibe, eh?
I'm not suggesting we give her a book, but if we know something about it, perhaps we can fake something just to be back in the good graces. So, you want us to help you get into the tower, yes?
That was your mission.
Yeah, we were unable to accomplish it, and there's no reason for her to let us in right now unless we bring her some good news about this book.
Good news about something. She wants to kill us in 2 weeks, so... I suppose we either find information or we kill her.
He says,
Wow.
if you're concerned about her coming after you, you are safe here. You can stay in Southport.
I'm not one to
That's all.
sit and wait.
Also, since you can't give us any information on this book, or you're unwilling to give us information on this book, we're also looking for Raoul and Garrick. Mostly Garrick, not Raoul, but...
Just Garrick,
Screw that
not
guy.
Raoul.
Just Garrick. Just Garrick.
You can keep Raoul if you have him. We just want to know where Garrick is.
So I don't know. Last I saw him was the day we attacked his house, his home.
Dang it, man. You're giving me nothing.
You're giving me nothing here. You got nothing? You don't know at all where he went?
I don't care.
How
Would
do
you
you
mind
let...
if we perused your library?
How do you let a bear, a goat, and a girl escape from a tower like this? Do you know where they are?
I think we're done here.
Uh,
I was
Whoa.
trying to get that in before you angered him more.
Not angering him. I'm pestering him.
Yeah, he's totally not angry.
If there's nothing else.
Could I browse your library, please?
There's no information on the Thriv Maru in there.
That's fine. Would you mind if I just did some research?
You may,
Thank
but I
you.
want. He points to Finn. I want you out.
I'm gonna look at Finn and just kind of chuckle and go.
Fair enough.
I do have a question. Can you give me a map of your borders?
No.
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 I know you don't like Alzira and all of her lands, but
Alright, cat.
the frog people up in Saltport. Is it Saltport or Crawport?
Saltport.
Saltport.
Saltport. In Saltport,
Get my city right.
half of their village is trapped on an island because they can't come back because of the Krakens. Is there any way that we can help them get back home with your help?
You want to bring them, take them out of Saltport?
No, we want to bring their
Back to Saltport.
children and women back to Saltport.
That is controlled by Alzira. You're just feeding her a bigger army if you bring
They don't take the frogmen. The frogmen, they do this whole like ritual thing on one day where this guy named the Dark One comes out, and he comes out one day a week and he goes into the ocean, gets some fish, comes back, and everybody's scared of him, so they don't ever talk to him. But that's about all the involvement they have with him.
Said she cannot be trusted, and you can't give her more people. If they want to come to Southport, we can take them in.
That
But
would even be better if we could do that.
how will we get them out of the city?
They're not
Well,
in the city. They're on a spawning island.
Well, I mean, even the people that are in the city, we could get them out if we just have a boat.
They won't agree with it though.
Just go on Not the Dark one day, and we'll be fine.
The only thing that's stopping us is the Kraken, which you control.
There's plenty of boats in the harbor. That
The
just
only
can't
reason why
leave.
the only reason why they can't leave also by land is because they are surrounded by the undead and they can't get out that way. But if we can get them on a boat and get here through the ocean, they'll be safe.
And you care for these frog people?
These are my species that I
This
have
is
to know.
home.
Ribbert cares deeply for the frog
Yeah, he
people.
cares deep.
We've managed to communicate with
Wait,
the
are you
frog
still
people
there,
on
Finn?
the island. Yeah, I didn't leave. I'm not walking away just yet. We managed to communicate with the people on the island, and they're just trapped there because they usually send boats out to the island for. That's where they take care of the children. So the island is full of women and children. About half of them are dead already.
He says this. If you need to talk with Alien about this, but we cannot make such a aggressive act. Otherwise, we risk war. However,
Could we maybe borrow a boat?
you may be able to get a boat.
Okay.
Just a private. Is everyone who comes through the port here is safe to come through? Are there like private traders that come through here safely, or is it all specifically
this-
Southport ships?
Only those that are allowed through here.
Okay.
How many
Like an approved list somewhere, I guess.
How many barbarians have you hired to go kill the undead? We met a few.
Mercenaries.
Mercenaries. I wouldn't call them barbarians. That guy was very paladin-esque.
He says, as I said, our flag, we cannot make a direct assault on Alzira.
Ah, that's why they're doing it.
Well, yeah.
Well, we did take out a beacon that
Just-
controls the zombies, so that helps.
He says, you know Alzira well. You didn't deliver the portal. You didn't make the portal for me, but did you get into her tower?
I mean, we've been there before.
Do
Yeah,
you
we
know
can-
where she keeps her eyes?
No,
No.
idea. She is. We've never seen them with her.
We've seen them with her one time, but that was a long time ago.
Did we see something like behind her throne or whatever? Glowing?
Yeah, you saw a pedestal and a box next to her throne.
Which we
Oh,
assume
okay.
was one of the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'll just
Okay.
give him that information.
Okay. He says, she has more than one. If you can determine where those are, that would be a great help. If you aren't
Well,
going to
if
make
we
the
can
The
portal.
only reason why we're gonna be able to do that is if we can figure out where this book is, or
If we can
information.
avoid getting killed.
Even she sent us after it, and she didn't tell us what it was,
It's
or
also-
any
it's like a,
any idea of where to start.
It's like a common thread with everyone we run into. Give us a random name, and then
He says,
send us on our way.
If you want to know, no, I can't. I can't tell you about it. It's a myth.
No.
Anyway,
Tell us.
Just anything. Just any.
give me that persuasion
Like
check.
if it,
Uh-oh.
Can I assist? Or,
No.
Or roll as well? Okay.
Because
Because I did just make the same
Nope.
argument.
persuasion. That's a big fat 4.
He says,
I was like, "Can you
It's-
please do it?" Oh, sorry for the voice crack there, and he started chuckling at me, and
he
he's
says
like,
that is a myth, and
He's like,
it's
no.
best it stay that way.
woof.
Alright, which way is the library? Am I supposed to wait for an escort?
Yeah, he gets one of his minions to come over and he says
This way,
something
master.
in Yanti, and then he escorts you to the library.
Oh, thank you.
And the rest of you,
Wait.
he escorts out
Wait. I want to ask him one more thing.
as you're walking out hill.
Yes. I say, can you at least? I just want to know if this thing involves the Krakens,
What
One
thing?
thing.
the Thriv Maru.
No.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
All right, so we'll go back to Elian.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get this boat.
Rook,
See you shortly.
you walk into the library, and it's massive. It's basically the center of this tower, sort of the main. You kind of skipped it, but you go through a door in the middle. There's a big domed area in the middle of this tower, and it's a massive room of books. There's a wall, 4 walls is full of books. The minion leads you in, and he says, "Here you go. Here's the library."
Thank you. Is
There's
there
there's a
card catalog?
few young-looking Yanti in there that are studying on some tables. Other than that, it's pretty well empty.
Okay. Is there like a card catalog or
Like
something?
a Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
No, it seems. You do read. What's Yanti? What language is that? I forget.
It's gonna be draconic.
Yeah,
I
probably.
know, but I can read it. So
Draconic. So, there's a few like headings, and you do see one sort of like the histories of Adro and the port that they're in. Small little section. Most of it's all about. There's a lot of hydromancy. I forgot my.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff on hydromancy.
all right.
Oh man.
This is the use of water magic.
I'm just gonna, I guess they'll spend the next few probably. I'll tell Fip to catch the rest of the parties coming out of the keep. So just watch for them. Try to keep an eye on them for me, so I know where they are. And I will spend the next while looking through books, either looking for anything on the Thriv Maru, anything on Feywild, Mount Hellion, Elven Oaks, and I know what adamantine is, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Any of those things
Hey.
or airless.
Give me your investigation check. Yeah.
Oh, He's
Why?
You
That's a total of 4
he burns the library down.
or 5.
There's it.
Whoops. Sorry.
Oops. Yeah.
You're all you're getting is just like this town, this Adro town. Clearly, they worship something called Adro, and they named the city South Shore, but they named the religion's named after Adro, some sort of deity. There's some sort of a speaker of Adro out there also in the water. And this was a human town at one point. The Yanti kind of moved in. They didn't necessarily follow the Adro thing. They get the idea that they worship a different Adro. Like there's an Adro, has to do with water. And then there's the Adro the humans worship, which is a little bit different, but they kind of intermingle them.
But they're called the same thing.
Yeah.
They each see them as the same thing but different.
Same.
Do I get the sense that it's the same thing but each of them views it as a different thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing, but who they think is the head of Adro, they think someone different.
Well, can I?
But with a 1, you're not going to get much more than that.
Can I spend more time to try to find more, or is that 1 give me all the chances I got?
That's covering like the history of the city of South Shore.
Okay. Can I look for any of those? Can I look for Aerolus or Feywild, Mount Hellion, Elven Oaks, or I doubt there's anything for Thriv Maru, but anything like that?
You can give me another investigation at disadvantage this time, though.
Okay.
Good luck.
Can't be worse than what I already got. Well, it's not much better, but it's not worse. That is a 9. 9.
You've got some incredible investigation skills.
It's because the librarian only speaks Draconic, and it's not helping me out.
You get that these people are all about watermancy.
Right.
You pick up a couple. You see a couple spells in there, just like a firebolt, but a water bolt. You see written in there, and you see some very almost like textbooks for the mages, the younglings, learning to
I'm gonna make a class change.
Learning to be hydromancers, but you're not getting any of those names that you mentioned. They're not.
Okay. Is there any librarian or anyone in here that's like?
Oh yeah, there's one. There's one that is the librarian. There's 4 sitting at a table, but there's one.
Go up to him and say hello. Do they speak in common?
He looks at you and says hello back in Draconic.
Sad
Do
day.
you happen to know if I could find any books on Mount Hellion?
He kind of he stops for a moment.
Okay.
Says, "What do you want to know?"
Anything would be great. Do you know where it is, or what is significant about it?
Well, it's just a story.
Could you tell me the story, or point me to a book that has the story?
You can talk to any kid in town; they'll tell you the story.
All right. What about? Do you know anything about a book called the Thriv Maru?
I haven't heard of that one.
Do you have any books that reference very old artifacts or reference?
Why are
other
you
books?
looking for this?
I'm just trying to complete a mission.
What kind of mission?
What's your security clearance?
Oh god.
Does she not say anything? I seriously asked that. Do you have
No.
the security clearance?
He says, "These are strange questions you're asking me."
That's a strange mission.
I think you need to get. You need to talk
gotta-
to Volcus.
Well, he's the one who let me in here, so if you don't know anything, that's fine. I'll just try somewhere else, I suppose.
He says, "Mount Hellion. I'll tell you this. It's an old tale. Old mountain. It was ancient race of people. Mountain exploded. Race of people gone."
Oh, this is
Pompeii.
yes, that's what I'm thinking. This is Pompeii. Okay.
He says, and story goes, it's all underwater.
Oh, it's Pompedlantis. Is it off the shore here of this island? Supposedly, is it just a story? Is it?
It's just a story.
Oh,
Just a
All right,
story
well.
to scare kids at night.
What are you looking for this thing for? I don't remember this.
you don't know.
Oh,
You weren't
okay.
here.
Fair enough. Was I on the beach?
All right. Well, thank you for that. Do you happen to have any books that reference older artifacts or older books? If not, no big deal. I'm just trying to go in as well equipped as possible.
And he points at the section you were looking at before. So the
Okay.
histories of the town.
I looked over there, but I'm real bad at it today.
No, you're real bad at all the time.
He says this library is dedicated to hydromancy and the mages.
So it's very interesting. It's not.
He says the
It's a bit
histories
beyond my grasp, but very interesting.
Histories and those kind of documents are more the Merfolk.
Do they have a library nearby?
Of course.
Is it in the water? In the newer addition to the town?
Yes.
Is it a public library? Do you know?
I don't know if they'll let you in there, but it's public to the Merfolk.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.
He nods.
I'll leave.
Okay.
And I'll ask Fip where they are.
Where are you guys at?
We were going to Alien.
Wasn't Fip with Leaf?
Leaf.
Yeah, Fip.
I told him to
Leaf.
maybe go there, but as soon as they started to leave and I went into the library, I told Fip to find them coming out so that
Okay.
I would know where they were.
Okay, so you guys are talking with Alien. What was I saying?
Yeah.
I told him to, for my people, I want them not to attack them.
Okay. We're looking to chart a boat to save the frog people. They have about half their society split. They have all the women and children on an island, and more of them are dying off all the time. And the rest are on the mainland. And they can't go get them because, well, no boat besides your boats can go past a certain point.
He says, we can't send a South Shore boat, a Komodo boat out there. We can send...
Any boats at all that can...
You have to talk to a captain. Not a Komodo boat.
Yes.
Ask about the list of boats that are approved.
Yeah. Who can come in and out on the boats?
Whoever we approve.
Thanks. Is there any? So any of the boats out there can go anywhere on the island.
Any of our boats can go anywhere, yes.
Man, this Kraken thing is really.
You looking for a trip? Looking to leave
yeah,
us?
we're looking to stay. We're looking to save a bunch of frog people. Well, he might want to get to the Empire lands, but
Eventually.
He says, it's a big ask to send a ship that size to bring in refugees. And where would we take them? How many frog people are there?
Volca suggests bringing them here, but our plan wasn't to bring them here. Our plan was just to take them from that island back to the city.
Where I'm from.
Saltport.
So they can all be together again.
Just supply Alzira with more troops.
They don't kill the frog people. We've already been there.
Did we see any undead frogs?
No. You never saw
We
them.
have before, but
Yeah, before.
the town is remotely controlled by Alzira, let's say, by another person who seems to be working for her but completely autonomous from her. We've met him, talked to him.
He's a real jerk.
He's kind of like you. He doesn't like her at all. They just kind of have a truce.
He only comes out once a week. No one even sees him any other time. Everyone's just scared of him.
Could you kill him?
Yeah.
I suppose we probably could kill him, yes.
Ew.
But if you're wanting anything inside that tower, killing him would make things extra difficult.
More difficult for us to get there, but
Yeah, priority is getting inside Alzira's tower.
She already doesn't like us for the for saving that group from one of her other necromancers. Saving that group of people you guys hired from one of her other necromancers.
I don't know what you're talking about. He says,
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
plausible deniability.
Yeah, plausible.
we need you to get in there and put a portal in her tower.
Yeah, we heard from
Well,
Volkus.
we need you to go save some frog people. So, a give and take here would be great.
We have exhausted most options. We have been all over this island to all the things that checking on everything. You know about the demon in the tower, right?
The one that Alzira keeps at bay.
No.
You guys don't even realize everything that's going on. Golly.
You guys are so smart on everything. Let me tell you.
Here's the thing, Elian.
So this
I like
isn't
you.
this isn't really a way to get a boat.
I know.
Oh.
Let me give you some information.
Give it to us.
Alzira's old tower, you know where that is, right?
I do.
You know about the mushroom people? Glowing blue.
I don't.
Do you remember the mushrooms that I had on me?
Yeah,
I do.
they're like that. Once you die, they take over your body and control you. We
Okay.
attacked Alzira's tower at one time, years ago now, I suppose, to get Linzerus out of hell. Because there was a giant demon controlling the tower. We succeeded in that, and then he got turned into a goat, and he came here. But they've taken over that tower, and Alzira has trapped a demon named Alinta in the tower with a ring. And she guards it with
This is
hordes of
Alinta?
undead. Yes, Alinta.
I know that name.
Oh, yeah?
The
You know anything about the ring?
The ring that must not shatter, or should shatter.
the ring must shatter. I've heard that.
Yes. Well,
Last
that's...
visit from the elves,
Oh, God. Yeah.
there was. Well, they had a very small. The reason they didn't have much of a trade is because something with Alenta. But that's
Looks like
far
we're going
away.
to the elf town.
Alinta is like a small... I don't want to say deity. You know,
He's like an
Balance.
abyssal deity.
he's like an abyssal demi-deity. How about that?
Demon Prince.
He's a
Yeah.
he's a demigod.
We watched him fight Balas in hell. He's trapped in that tower, and he's communicating outside the tower somehow, but he's trapped in there by a magical ring.
Let's just say him and Ballas went at it, and Ballas had like what 40 friends to help him out, and Alinta still went toe to toe with all of them.
Would we be better fighting Alenta or Alzira? Do we let Alenta out?
You'd probably be better fighting Alzira
Yeah, if she is
than trying to
trapping him
take
in
on.
that
Actually,
tower...
But if
I
we
would
send,
help Alzira kill Alinta before you killed Alzira.
There's an army of the undead blocking that tower. You do not want to let him out.
if it's as powerful as you say, it would destroy her army.
It would destroy you as well.
Or
We've
destroy
dealt with
her.
him once before.
Let's just say she's so afraid of him that she has every one of her, like hundreds of skeletons guarding that tower.
And that's not including the plague of
And
mushrooms
he
that
doesn't
are in there.
he doesn't even have an eye.
He says, okay, I see your point.
He brought an army into this realm once before. We took, well, air quotes, took care of it. We got rid of it. By luck.
Okay.
Speaking of this, do you happen to know what happened to Garrick?
The druid. I don't.
Yeah.
Tova went on and on about finding them. That's the last I heard of her. And she disappeared. Took
She
Maris
disappeared, you
and,
don't know
and
where she
Runzerus with
is?
her. No, we tried to scry and find her, but no success, from what I hear.
Yeah, Volkus didn't like me asking about it too much.
Understandable.
Is it because it's
He is now the most powerful wizard in possibly the world right now, and he can't find a couple fugitives.
Yep. And a girl managed to smuggle a bear and a goat out of a fortress. That's an incredible feat, if you ask me.
Were they still animals whenever they smuggled them out?
Last I saw, they were.
Fantastic. That's amazing. All right, well, damn. Regardless, we need a boat. Doesn't have to be a big boat. Any boat.
We can probably get you a boat.
Okay.
Doesn't have to have just
A small boat.
just big enough. Yes, a small boat. Temporary. We just needed to move these people, and we'll be done.
We can do that.
If we get any resistance from Dark One up there, we'll take care of it.
These frogs. He looks at Bert. He says, what kind of fighters do they make?
Not
Kick
good
his
ones.
ass. Kick his ass, Robert.
The best fighters I've ever met until before I left.
And they have been tortured by Alzira for months, years.
Years.
They may have
What
a-
they said that their families have been trapped on that island for.
Of course,
For
that's not
years,
Alzira's
right?
doing. No, I don't think
I mean,
it has
that's
been
your doing. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yes, they were really good up until Krakens came in, and now they're poor. And the island looks terrible. Or
No.
the city.
I mean, they live in a swamp, so it looks.
It looked way better before I left.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, I'm sure something can be arranged.
They're very good at running boats. If you need that.
Always.
All right. Well, any help is appreciated. Just let us know what we can get.
Okay.
I'm sure you.
I'm sure we can get you a sloop.
Fantastic.
Sent that way.
All right. Thank you very much. We will be on our way.
Okay. You leave the fort. Where you want to go?
Suppose we'll just wait to hear from Alien.
Yeah.
Am I caught up to them yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Do any of you
Oh, wait.
know?
I forgot. Dang it! I forgot to ask him about the Elven area, about those people coming in. I guess I can do that later.
He
Because
he's still here.
okay, the people who were coming in from the other area, they were saying something about Alenta.
Feanor. Right.
Yeah.
They've had some rough times these past several months. I never heard a name put to it, but Alenta was mentioned.
And the ring must shatter.
We might.
One of the
You
You
one
might
of
have
the,
to go to the Elven land. Maybe
of the
they know
merchants-
something about that book.
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the
maybe they
merchants
do.
coming
Yeah,
in.
probably.
Maybe that's why they're there. Maybe Alenta's trying to get that book, and that's why
Maybe.
he
I don't
has
know.
his people over there.
We might need to go there and take care of this.
Okay.
But because this is not squabbles between a city and a necromancer. This is much worse than that. So, okay. Well,
Okay. Alenta or
Alenta
Elian
lets us out.
leads
Dang
you
it.
to the gate and tells you he'll see you in the morning and he'll get you
Okay.
word on what kind of boat he can get you.
All right, we'll meet you here in the morning.
Yeah.
So as I catch up to them, do any of you know? Any of you familiar with any of the Merfolk here?
Not
Nope.
me.
We don't know anything about the Merfolk.
Didn't even know that they were here.
Yep.
Do we see any of them on land?
No.
Well, do we still have the... Actually, what do I know about the underwater part of the city?
In your books, you saw a pretty recent one about the Komodo Union, which brought together the Yanti, the humans, the the Murloc, we're gonna call them because I can't remember the name of them, and the aquatic elves.
Aquatic elves.
Mm-hmm.
Does the underwater part of the city is it enchanted? Are there air pockets that I could like breathe down there, or is it all water?
There is a basin as you get to the water. It alluded to, you basically drink that, you can go underwater.
Okay.
For a small period of time for the humans.
Do I know how long?
Didn't say.
Well,
It doesn't have a warning, 20-minute limit.
in the library, the Mage library, they said that we might be able to find an ancient artifact section in the library with the Merfolk, so I might try to go down there and look for more information on the book. We have the rest of the day here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. Go down
As
to
you
the
guys are
fish
sitting there
place.
chatting, sort of on the road, you see a familiar face go running across the street. You see Leaf,
Oh man. Oh yeah, he's a lot older.
I'll wave
now.
at him.
Well, 2 or 3
a
years.
couple years older, and he
Yeah.
We
sees
saw
you,
him
and
since we got back.
he yeah, you've seen him before, and he runs over to you. And he
Hello, Leaf.
says, "Oh, hello. I've been thinking about you.
Oh yeah.
What? Could you tell?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Have your
Excellent. Why are
Have you-
you?
have your dreams subsided any?
I've learned to embrace them. And it's a part of me. You know?
Okay.
Hey,
Had any
Leaf.
more dreams lately?
Oh yeah.
He described them for us before, right?
A little bit. But
Were
not,
they
not
anything?
no, didn't really make any sort of sense.
Okay.
Have you ever? What's that book's name that we're looking for?
The Thriv Maru.
Hey,
Have you
Matt.
ever heard of a book called the Thriv Maru?
Ever had a dream about it?
His eyes go wide,
Oh my.
and he says, "You studied it too."
Oh
What?
God.
What?
What do you know about it, Leaf?
Oh, we can't talk about it here.
Let's go to your
wait.
house and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I'll have Fip become uninvisible and sit on Leaf's shoulder as we go.
So he darts off. He's probably he's like 11. I think he's like 11 or 12 now. And he just
Oh.
darts off towards his house.
All right, we'll follow him.
So you head to his home. You've been here before. You can see sort of the burned out shack of what was once Atan's hut. That was a few doors down. And he rushes inside and kind of waves you guys in.
Sure.
And the house is basically in two sections. There's sort of like a main room. It's in three, I guess. There's a main room. He does have his own little his own room, as well as Haggis's room. And he takes you into his area, and he moves his desk out of the way. He's at a big wooden desk, and he lifts up a carpet. And there's a hatch, and he lifts the hatch. And he says, "Shut the door. Shut the door."
All right, shut the door.
Shut it.
And he
And
grabs
Yeah.
Fip comes back to my shoulder.
he grabs this old nasty tome
Oh
from
God,
from
he's
underneath,
got the book.
and he sets it up on the desk, and he flips through it, and it's just like a crazy person just writing in the book, just all over the place.
Is it in? What language is it in?
It's in common,
Okay.
and he says, ever since Arobi left me, I've been trying to find him, and I've done some research. The Merfolk are they know some things, and I've gotten some things from them. I've been talking with them. Secret, Haggis can't know this.
Of course, of
We won't
course.
tell Haggis.
And
You're just joining our team.
I thought I was on the team before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
You're
becoming a
on the team
more
the whole
active
time.
participant.
You're a captain now.
As you as you give me well, as you see him kind of flipping through the pages, kind of rummaging to a certain spot, you kind of quickly just catch some of the writings that he's making in there, and it's some pretty dark, necrotic kind of stuff, like he's working on some spells. Just the way they've sort of been written out. You've seen some scrolls written out. He's clearly working on some scrolls, and just the names of them, Death and Grim, and
Yeah.
they're all sort of leaning in that dark necromancy kind of way. But he's rummaging through here, and he gets to a certain page, and he's got the Thriv Maru written across the top, sort of scribbled across it.
So this is not the Thriv Maru we're looking at. He just knows about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he says, Thriv Maru is I want it.
You want it?
I want it.
Or you want it?
I want it. And
What does it do?
Well, it's the secrets of life and death.
Okay.
It will
You know where to get it?
well no one knows where it is.
How did you find out about it, Leaf?
I told you I went searching and you know the myth about the Terrassians.
No. Fill us in.
The Terrassians, the ancient people. They built a vast empire. They had powerful magic, and they learned to ascend. And they wrote everything they knew in this book. And if I had the book, well, you could do it too. We could learn to ascend.
Ascend.
Okay.
Do you think it might be dangerous?
Of course, it's dangerous.
So you
But
don't
you
have
feel
any.
it's worth it?
Yeah.
What?
You think it's worth it then? It's worth the danger?
Yes. I've been searching. I've been trying to find. I've been trying to figure out where it is and how to get there, but I'm not getting anything. I just the story is the Terrass it sunk underwater, and there was a great war. They fought against the gods, and well, no one knows what happened then.
Okay. In this city, it's not the Merfolk city that's nearby. It's something else.
You talk to the Merfolk.
You said you've been talking to them.
Yeah, there's one. He thinks like I do.
What's
He
his
doesn't
name?
know where
How
it
do we
is
find
either.
it? Yeah.
His name is Finasier.
How do you spell that?
Finasaer.
If you're taking the notes, then I will let you take the notes.
And you say he don't think he knows where it is either. He's just also trying to find it.
Yeah, we want to find it.
Do you know if Do either you or Fenicia have any leads on where to find it?
It's far beyond the sea, is the way the story goes.
Have you checked the Merfolk library at all?
Well, yeah, of course, but we have to sneak in to where they keep the hidden books.
How long can you stay down there, Leaf?
Drink the water, and you can stay there for 8 hours, I think it is.
Okay.
So, where have you gathered all this information about? This from your dreams?
It's
or is this
right
from
here.
the book?
He points to his book.
I know, right here. I'm saying, how did you get this information?
Well, I told you I went searching for a Roby, and I think I found him.
You think
Do I
you
know
found
who
him?
Rhodey is?
No, you weren't here yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's a Roby,
think-
Leaf?
He's my
Don't
friend.
worry about her.
He's my
Yeah.
friend.
Oh,
He's like you, powerful.
I see.
Where did you think you found him?
He's trapped. I need.
Is he on a different plane of existence?
I don't know.
Where's he trapped at? Do you know that?
It's dark. I could see his face, but it was a very small place. And he was in pain.
You see him in your dreams?
Yes, sometimes.
And you think this book will help you get to him?
Yeah, with this book, you can do anything.
Anything.
You've been reading these books in the Merfolk library. Have they
Yes.
mentioned anything about the book being maybe in like the astral sea or the water plane? You said it was at the end of the sea, correct?
I think it's here.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Leaf. We're going to try to do some more research and see if we can find the book.
Well,
He says if you look for the crystals.
what kind
Wait.
of crystals?
Oh, I don't know.
Do they surround the book, or
No, the
they are marker for it?
Tarazians were crystal people.
Oh.
The eyes of Taras?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's you know the story.
We know that part of the story and nothing else.
The eye.
They're powerful.
Yeah, the great dragon.
The great what?
No, we don't know about that.
The Tarazians
just
had
know-
had a great dragon.
Creature.
They-
Okay.
They left their home in this, and then
In the dragon?
then they fought the gods. And I don't know what happened then. That's where the story
Is
ends.
it the... Okay. That's how the story ends. Can we look through your book a little bit? See your notes?
Okay.
Alright, I'm
He
gonna
steps aside.
I'll look through it and see if there's anything he hasn't already told us.
Roll me investigation.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
not just
assist.
okay. It's not you guys can put it together. It's not as simple like,
What's your investigation at?
paragraph system and all that. It's very like scattered. It makes very little sense.
Okay. Do you want advantage on that, or do you want me to do it separate?
I got an 18 just now, so...
Okay, I'll do it separate just in case.
Didn't assist just give a plus? Or give
It's
advantage?
advantage. Okay. So mine was 20.
Okay. So you managed to make out that. Yeah, it's just a myth basically. It's this sort of story. He has a lot of his detail is about the day the sky turned red, which sticks out to you because you've heard this before. You heard Chug mention this. The rest of you heard this mentioned a few times. And he kind of associates that with the Tarazians and the war with the gods. And this Thriv Maru, which he's sort of obsessing over, is basically just sort of how they learn to ascend. All their knowledge is sort of put into this book.
Okay.
These ancient people were making these marvels on their own land, and they decided to do away with the gods and move on, and that's kind of what you gather out of it.
Okay.
This big dragon.
Yeah, it's that's what he calls it, a dragon. Dragon
Is
called
it-
the Eye.
They don't. There's no description of it though.
Mm-mm.
Like a giant dragon we saw in hell going to kill Isaac's patron.
It doesn't say.
All right. I will say. Thank you very much, Leaf. We'll try to keep you in the loop if we find anything.
Sorry. Also in the book,
Oh.
he's clearly practicing necromancy.
Great.
He has your names are mentioned in there.
Oh.
He's been trying to contact you. It's a little bit of a journal as well, and there's a couple times where he's tried to send messages. He doesn't really know how to send a message, but he knows how to like inflict pain, and so he's been trying to sort of like let you know that he's around.
Is it trying to like stab us like with a voodoo doll?
Sort of
kind
a
thing?
voodoo kind of a thing. Yep.
Has he been successful? Like,
Yeah, any of
clearly
these scrolls
successful or
look.
anything?
I mean, he's not using magical ink, right?
No. So he has
Yeah.
he's like jotting down ideas for scrolls and ideas for spells. There's a little bit of in there about how he sort of tortured a couple rats. Just mess with some small animals, but other than that, nothing on anything bigger than that. He's been trying to really obsess with Arobi as well. And trying to contact Arobi. You can see the mention in there about how he's trapped in a box. Looks like he's being tortured. This is from a while ago.
Arobi is dead though, right? We definitely killed Arobi.
Who were the other people that were tied up into that wall with Ballas? Because I know one was
There was a lizard and there was a Lunai. Roll me a what would that be? Arcana check?
Okay.
Knowledge. Give me a knowledge check.
Knowledge.
Anyone has knowledge of the planes or knowledge of?
I have Arcana.
Knowledge planes. That's you're thinking Pathfinder.
I know, but there's other knowledges in D&D. I don't know what they are though.
They're not on here.
intelligence
Just-
check.
We'll do
Intelligence
Arcana.
check.
Arcana's good.
Just
Okay.
everyone?
Eric.
Oh.
17.
So you saw Arobi die. You saw Arobi melt away. But you're not sure if that's the end of him because he wasn't native to this plane.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, he could be in hell. Again.
Yep.
Like all the other goblins and stuff we killed.
Goblins. There's been no
Not
goblins.
Imps.
All right.
But
so
that's
I
how
will
the
just-
big guy died too, right? The Ballas is number 2, the big scary guy. When we killed him, he died in the same way.
His
No,
name
he died in hell though.
number 2.
I don't remember
I
what
will-
his actual name was.
I'll say to Leave. Thank you for
Butcher.
all the help. Just remember, see, you're trying to learn some things. Just remember to go
Nods.
small steps. Don't injure yourself.
He says, "You want to teach me?"
Let us. We will be back.
I will show him the movements and words for prestidigitation.
Okay.
And see, I mean, I don't think he'll be able to do it, but I will show it to him.
Okay. So he'll do his best at trying to follow you, and he's like, he idolizes you guys, so he is set.
Is he
Small
natural?
steps.
Is he what?
Can we tell if he's like naturally magical or if he's learning magic?
It's another Arcana check.
Okay. Or detect magic, would that do it?
Yeah, that would do it. I wouldn't tell
I can-
if someone has the ability, like a sorcerer versus a wizard. I wouldn't tell you that. But
Okay.
you can detect magic if you want.
See if there's
I will do
anything in
detect
here.
magic, but yeah, I do like a
You can give me an Arcana with. You were looking through his book. So you can give me an Arcana with it.
yeah. Oh, not very good.
What?
9.
I mean, can I insight check him to see like if he thinks he's making progress or?
Clearly from the book, he thinks he's making progress.
Okay.
How is it? Man, I've never actually thought about that. How does like a sorcerer find out that they're magical? Wizards, it's all learned, right? A wizard is completely.
I'd assume
learned
it's sort of
magic.
like Harry Potter.
I was thinking like X-Men. Like at some point something happens.
Yeah.
And they're like,
It's
oh.
sort of something sort of unleashes it at some point.
Okay.
You're a sorcerer. How'd it happen for your character?
Yeah, I've honestly, I've made a ton of sorcerers. I've never actually thought about that.
Yeah, you never. It was with the Phoenix.
Well, yeah, I know it was the Phoenix, but like, does that manifest immediately? Every time I make when you make a character, they're already an adventurer.
Yeah.
And I never actually put into any thought into like the process of becoming a wizard is completely learned. A necromancer is a wizard thing, not a sorcerer thing. So,
Or a cleric thing.
or a cleric thing.
All right. So after I teach him prestidigitation, I'm going to head for the Merfolk part of town.
Okay.
Who's anyone coming with me?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, we'll all go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll tell Leaf we'll come back sometime soon.
Say thank you, Leaf. Hope to see you again soon, and I'll have Tip go Caw! And then he'll go
he's
back invisible.
just practicing over and over his prestidigitation thing.
Nice.
And he says, "Don't tell Haggis, Mom.
Yeah,
Cool.
we won't tell her.
Haggis.
Just be nice to her, okay? Always take care of her.
Okay."
Okay.
All right. Down to the Merfolk area. What's it look like down there?
Okay, so you've got a road that pretty much heads straight down into Merfolk land, underwater. There is a basin there, sort of like a bird bath, and it's got a cup
the
in
whole
it.
container.
And you just sort of I'm not sure what's happening, but you see someone that goes walking in there. You see a human walking by, and he goes by, grabs a cup, takes a swig, puts the cup back in the thing, and just starts walking down in the water.
That seems like a health hazard. I get my own cup out. I just use my hands.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Okay, you take a swig, nothing seems to happen, and then
Walk
all of
into
a
the
sudden
water.
you start getting this pain starting to pop up on your neck
Oh
as
Got
these little
gills.
slits
I guess.
start to pop
Gillyweed.
in your neck.
Yeah, gillyweed from
Yep.
Harry Potter.
I'll start heading in once I get my gills.
Okay, and down you go, and it's, as you can see underwater, it's very very colorful. Like the Merfolk has moved in a bunch of coral and planted and sort of made it like a garden of underwater sea stuff. But you got a main road that goes down, and then it branches off to the right, which goes underneath the docks, and then goes to the left, and underneath the docks. You're kind of in between the docks here.
I'll tell Fip to stay above the water.
Okay. They all along the way here is just like a bunch of houses. It seems like it's just sort of a kind of like a little mud hut, but made out of the dirt and sort of like little caves with coral all built around it in kelp and sort of intertwined in these buildings. It's a busy place. There's merfolk swimming around everywhere. There is a road that kind of leads through for the land people. And you can go left, you can go right.
Are there other merfolk walking on this road? Or are they all swimming?
They're swimming. The merfolk are swimming.
Are there any on the road?
No merfolk, no.
Okay. Okay. Let me start looking for this library.
Okay. You can see to the right, it leads underneath the docks, the piers, but then it opens up into a pretty vast area. You can see they seem to be farming some things. There's some nets out there, and they got some fish set in there. They're also growing some food, kelp-wise plants and things. So you got it's like farms underwater, very colorful farms. And you can see there's a pretty decent-sized building up ahead. That's the most prestigious place you can see around here.
I will walk up to it.
You make your way there, and
anyone else going in or out of it?
not at the moment.
Okay.
But the road's reasonably packed, and it seems like once you kind of go around this curve, when you hit that point, it veers off to the left, and there's more city style of buildings, like a town hall. That kind of stuff is all going to be down there as well.
Right.
But the doors are open. There is a merfolk standing at the door.
Okay. Is he blocking it, or is he just standing there?
Just standing there,
Okay,
just keeping guard.
We'll just sort of walk by and give him a nod and walk in.
Okay. He nods to you. He's closely watching all of you.
Okay.
As you
We'll start looking for stuff.
stroll in, and it's another library. Yeah, it's a library. It doesn't have anywhere near as many books as what the mages had, but
maybe they're more useful.
Everything's written in. I forgot Merfolk language. I had it written down. I think it was.
Draconic.
Do you know what language it is whenever you look at it?
We talked about it a little bit before. I think we decided that if I had seen it before, then maybe I could guess.
Okay,
But
you don't.
Is it Aquan?
Yeah, you don't recognize this one. You've never seen this one before.
Yeah, it is Aquan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can speak that language.
There you go.
Oh man, I haven't used that one in a while.
like primordial.
Yeah,
Aquan?
primordial.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can
primordial.
speak too.
It's not primordial. It's Aquan.
Yeah,
Well,
primordial
when
is
you-
all the.
Yeah, when you speak primordial, you can speak Ignan, Aquan.
I thought you
Arun
picked
and
one. When you
Perrin.
picked primordial, you picked one of those.
That's not what it looked like when I built the character, but maybe.
Okay.
I
DM
pick
call.
Aquan.
Yeah, this is going to be a
We used it
little.
before. We talked to an elemental once before, didn't we?
Yeah, water elemental. So
Oh, if I talked to a
It's-
water elemental, then I picked Aquan.
it's a very let's say it's a very different dialect, so you may not pick everything up. Those of you that have a broad thing of it,
Okay.
but
Oh, okay.
we'll let you speak. So you can see they've got books on pretty much everything in here, all about the Merfolk. There's books on the I gotta put my notes up here.
Are they magical books, or are they not made of paper, or is it dry in here?
It is wet in here, but it's you go look at a book and it's like a paper, but it's clearly not paper.
Interesting.
It's
right.
laminated.
I will start. We laminated every page.
There is a big section on Adro and Alicia. Prominent section on them. You got a section for the Merfolk. There's a section for the Murlocs. Whoever. Also some stuff about the Corin.
Looking around just to
Corin.
see the corn of the elf people, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's-
Feanor
tho-
is in
those are
Corin.
the Corin are not the aquatic elves though. These are wild elves.
Yeah, the ones because Feanor is in Corin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Feanor is where the elf people, like where Barrent is.
Yep.
Okay. I will look around and see if I notice where Leif was talking about the restricted section.
You don't see anything. Just at glance walking around, you don't see anything noticeable.
We don't have a
Alright.
cloak of invisibility, anyways. Man, no Harry
True,
Potter. You made a
but-
Harry Potter reference just earlier.
If someone slaps me, I can go invisible for a turn.
Just deck him.
Punch him right in the
Oh!
middle of the library.
All right, I'm gonna look.
Give me an
for-
investigation if you want to try to find something that's not what I
I
told you
would
yesterday.
like to, I guess, look for the artifact section. Should we split up, or shall we? How do you want to do this? We've only got.
Yeah, we can split up and look around.
We're going to try
Yeah,
to
we don't
find
have all
something.
day. Can we? Hopefully, we can still breathe air because it's like the last 8 hours, and we told them we'd meet him in the morning.
We do still have some underwater breathing potions, don't we? That the dark one gave us.
Yeah, but I mean, we already have gills, so
I'm just saying, in an emergency, we've got.
Yeah.
We've got a backup. All right, I'll go this way.
Roll me investigation.
on the way
checks.
down here, could we see any of those krakens floating around? Or are they just not around this area?
You don't see any.
Okay.
Okay. How big is this place inside?
It's not giant, but it's
Woof.
see if I can give you a good.
I got
It's,
luck of the Isaac.
Take that.
It's like the
Nat one did-
like the size of a Pizza Hut. About at the size of that. Everyone, I'm trying to think of something that everyone would understand,
Oh man, that's tiny. Okay.
That's tiny.
including the dining room.
Oh,
So it's not giant.
So it's smaller than the Mabel C. Fry library.
The library's big now.
The library is pretty big now.
Is it smaller than the original Mabel C. Fry library?
It's about that size.
Okay, that's not too bad then. Okay. Oh, ignore these. This is. I didn't know that one had two. Ignore that. Okay, so I'm making an investigation check. I'm look for anything on the Thriv Maru or anything about casually. I don't want to ask out loud or anything about it, but anything about Mount Hellion, Feywild, Elven Oaks, or
Elven
Arrows.
Oaks. That sounds like a fancy neighborhood.
Jeez!
The Elven Oaks. Oh, nice.
I make pizza deliveries to Elven Oaks.
I mean, you see mention of what is that? You rolled a 2. What is that total?
It would be a 6.
Okay, so you see mention of a pretty special place that the Feanor elves that they sort of they don't worship, but they mention the Oaks. So you do see that mentioned in there in Feanor.
Okay. Anything about airless?
No, nothing about airless.
Jeez.
And you don't get much more than that. There's just a lot of mention of things I mentioned before. So you've got Adro, which you do learn. Adro is a big kraken, and you see Alicia, who is sort of the spokesman for the kraken.
Okay. Is there a library in here?
The kraken pope.
Ever have?
Is there
That's
what?
a nice hat. Librarian.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
I'll go,
a mermaid.
I'll say hello. Do you have a section on ancient artifacts or old books, like referencing them?
We have just what we have out here.
Okay. What about? Do you have anything on like gods, other than the two obvious ones here in the city?
No, nothing outside of all this. It's all written for Adro.
Okay. Thank you. I'll keep perusing around while everyone else is looking around, but I'm not.
While you're
finding
chatting with her, you do notice there is a door behind her, small door.
anything. Ah. Okay.
It's kind of covered mostly by the books and things, but you make it out. There's a small door there.
What time does the library close today?
The library never closes.
Oh, 24-hour library. This is real social progress. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Right, I will go find my compatriots and say, well, I couldn't find anything, but I found the restricted section, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's behind the librarian.
You gonna sneak back there?
I don't know. I don't think we can.
You want me to punch
said-
you?
They said the library never closes.
Well. Dang.
We could. I have one idea. I'll say this very quietly, but if we wait until that librarian goes on break, I could mask myself as her and try to just walk back there, but that's all I've got.
She's a mermaid, though.
It's true. But I can still
And
look
then
like
she
her.
has no legs.
Well, I would maybe walk a little funny, but I would still look like her. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Lieutenant Diane.
At the moment, this library is pretty hopping. There's a few folks in here coming and going, and you see mostly merfolk, and there's a few of the murlocs come walking in.
Why don't we go and find who Leaf was talking about, and maybe he can help us get back there.
Financier?
Yeah.
Let's ask around and see if we can.
Is there
I'll
anyone...
go up to the librarian and ask her if she knows who he is.
Okay.
Yeah. He should be in here in a few hours.
Oh, okay.
So
we
we
can
work
just-
here?
It's when his shift starts. He better be here in a couple hours.
All right. So yeah, you just hang
I
out
guess
here
we'll
for a while.
just
and probably...
wait. What time of day is it? Well,
It's
what's the water cycle we're in?
let's see.
It's low tide.
It's actually pretty dark. It's actually around. We'll say it's around midnight.
What?
Because you
Dang,
guys
dude.
left sunrise 10 hours later, so you got here around. Well, okay, so I guess it's around 10 or 11 at night.
Okay.
Okay.
While we're waiting on him, can I do some research on genies?
Sure. Roll an investigation.
Genies.
I'm gonna go to the restroom while this is all happening.
In game or in real life?
I think you found everything they have about it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you do catch some info about some genies. There is mention of some water genies.
I was
No,
gonna say
nothing about fire genies.
the water genies.
You get a few references on like sightings of some that are over in another land. It doesn't mention the name of the land, but it does say there's some water genies that are thought to live in the in a part of the water called the what's it called, the Ether Strait
Ether Strait
is the word, but that's all you get.
Awesome.
But that's all water genies for those.
Well,
Okay, well, we're waiting around. Did I happen across any open books that have exactly what I'm looking for?
No open
No,
books.
not with your role. You barely happen across a book in this library.
Are there books here? Do you have any books?
Do you have any books here?
I can't find any of them.
You need some of that. What's the fish or whatever? What's it called? The little like it's called something fish. When you put it in like the microscope thing. I'm talking about.
What?
Oh,
Have you guys been to a library before?
No.
Like all the old newspaper.
microfilm stuff.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah. They put all the old like
Yeah.
newspapers and
monkeys.
things. All the old
Yeah.
newspapers go on there. Okay. So yeah, about an hour and a half go by, and you see another merman come in, and he relieves the mer lady. She leaves.
Mermaid.
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 Takes his place behind the desk, and he goes about his librarian business. Place is quiet. Place is getting quieter now.
Should we all go up there, or should we just go one of us up there?
Probably just one. Probably look weird if a giant group
Yeah.
walks up.
I
So,
would
how about that
suggest
restricted
I
section?
would suggest either you or I, Finn.
I can go up there and talk to him. What do you want? You want me to just ask him about Leaf or about?
Well, how's your investigation's not as good as mine?
No,
Even
my
though rolls are
investigation.
garbage.
My investigation is not as good as yours, but my persuasion is.
My persuasion's really good. It's +8.
Oh, then you can go. I'll let you handle this one, bud. I'll let
Alright.
you take the lead on this one.
All right. So
If
I'll
you
walk
screw
over
it up,
there.
I'll hold it against you for life.
Great. See you around. I'll go up to him and say, "Hello.
He nods.
You is there anyone else in here besides us and him?
There's a couple that are sitting at one of the desks doing some studying.
They're not really paying attention to us, though.
Nope.
I say, "Hello, you're Fenisia?
I am.
Are you a friend of Leaf's?"
Why you ask?
Well, we're friends of Leaf's, and we're looking for some information. We thought maybe you might be able to help us.
He looks at you, and he looks over at the rest of you on the other side, further away.
Yeah.
And he says, I think I know who you are. Leaf has spoken of you.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Well, I'm looking for any books you might have that reference the, and I'll say it very quietly, Thriv Maru.
He says, we do have some of those, but those are restricted.
Is there any chance I could get a glance at them?
You convince those two to leave. We can take a look.
I glance over. What does it look like they're reading about over there?
Looks like they're doing some sort of like studying the history of the Mer. They look pretty young. Maybe some schoolwork, midnight schoolwork.
It's pretty late.
Okay, I will take a. I'll say, I'll see what I can do. I'll take a deep breath.
You never been to college, Eric? That's when you do all your studying.
I'll walk
Middle of
over
the
and
night.
sit down right next to him and say hello.
And they look at you and they're like, hey.
How's it going?
He kind of like
You don't sound very persuasive when you talk.
slides his book over a little bit.
I'm not trying to be persuasive right now. I'm trying to be annoying.
I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna come and sit next to him and go. You wanna buy any death sticks?
He's, no thanks, I already got some. He
I just
says,
say, how's it going?
it's going okay.
What you doing?
He looks. Give me a just give me a persuasion.
An annoyance check.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be annoying so they'll leave.
Oh.
That was on. That was like on like an 18 or something.
So 12.
He says, I'm doing some work in quiet.
Oh, what you working on? This
Work?
is gonna go on forever. I'm just gonna keep talking.
So this goes on for a while. Eventually, they close their books up and they head out.
Oh, all right, bye.
And just then, 5 more come in. No.
No! I Eldritch Blast all of them.
Okay, so he motions you over quickly, and he opens the door. He says, "Just one of you can go in there."
All right. I'll
Well,
go.
yeah, you can go and then tell us about it.
Shuts the door behind you. It's a little room. It's like a little closet, and there's only really a few things in there, but you can see there's some books about Alicia. There is one labeled Taras, and there's a few that are on the gods of the area. No names in particular mentioned, but there's a few mentions of some gods. There's one on Ballas.
Ooh.
And
He's dead, though.
you see one on there's one opened that's sitting on sort of like a little pedestal as you go. So you go in, it's only like maybe a 20-foot square area. Go in, there's a little pedestal, book on it, books on your left, books on your right. whichever way.
Okay.
It's just like a little cabinet, like maybe a couple dozen books in here.
Okay, I would look for anything on the Thriv Maru, and I would also look through that ballast book to see if there's any mention of
You need to look through the Taras
Aerolus.
book.
Any mention of what?
Aerolus.
In the ballast book, so you get, it's pretty recently written, and it's sort of talking about what they know about Ballast now. He's a somewhat recent addition, but there's a few points talking about him, how Maris went missing, and there's his name comes up there. So he had a little bit of effect on the world a while ago, and then there's a lot more
Does it
mention.
say anything about if he's currently alive or not?
It doesn't. Last whereabouts are in the tower, Alzira's tower.
Okay.
What else?
Everything about the Tarasians or Thriv Maru.
So Tarasians, you get a lot of maybes, and this is hypothetically, it's all story. This is myth.
Do I get anything more than what Leaf told us?
Yeah, you get about the same as what you found
Okay.
from him. It's written in a really weird, like, there's a part of the book. You can read any language, right?
Yeah.
So all the part that's written in Draconic, you can read just fine.
That's why I should have gone in there.
and
I
that's
get all the investigations or anything. I can read everything.
And that's why that's basically what you get from Leaf. There is a section in there that's written in some other language that you're not familiar with, which is a little more detailed about the Tarasians and about how they were a crystal people. They had some sort of machines and constructs that they created. They had a continent named Taras that was deep in the oceans. It doesn't give you any sort of coordinates or anything. But it tells you, that's pretty much all you're going to get out of it. The Thriv Maru, you do see mentioned in there as well. And it gives you an outline of how it's going forth by day is what it means, what it says when you read it. And it's the secrets of life and death, and it's about how the Tarasians were able to ascend, how they were able to live forever, by the secrets that are in that book. They essentially became gods themselves.
Do I see any? Am I putting together that something similar between the Tarasians and Mount Hellion?
Yeah. You are getting, yeah.
Okay, so do I see the Mount Hellion mentioned in any of this?
That word is not mentioned, no.
Okay.
But there is mention of a volcano.
But there's some. Okay.
And underwater, there's a lot of similarities there.
Okay. All right. Is there anything about Eros in any of the other books that I can see?
What was your investigation?
It was. I don't think I made one in here, actually.
Hey, roll one in here.
A little bit better. 12.
So you find another book about the old gods, and you see words of. Eros was once a fae. She ruled the fae. Not ruled the fae. She was a deity of the fae. And just a really brief thing about how she was banished. She got involved when she shouldn't have. That's really all you get out of it.
Okay. All right. Involved in like the mortal realm.
Doesn't
Do
say
I know what it was involved with? Okay.
but you can.
Is that my guess?
That's your guess.
Based on that book and what I was taught or what I was told in Feanor?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I guess that's everything I'm looking for. Is there anything in the Feywild? Maybe in that book?
No. You do see mention of there's a book about Alicia, and you can understand why this isn't on the main shelves because it's a little more, what's the word, heretical, about how she is not who she says she is, and about how she is very, very old.
This is at least is the siren.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the frogman's best friend, frogman's girlfriend. Basically saying about how she manipulated the Kraken and they work for her, not the other way around, and how she sort of tricks them with their songs.
Okay. Okay. Unless there's anything about the Elven Oaks, then I'm good.
Nope, nothing in here about that.
Okay. All right, then I will peek out to see if anyone new has come in yet, and if not, I will slowly come out.
I'll let you out.
Right, so thank you very much, Finicia, and I'll whisper to him. There's an update on Ballas.
He says, "Yes."
He's dead.
How do you know this?
I killed him.
He says,
And
"Leaf
I
is
walk
told." He's staring at his desk.
I signal to my buddies and I walk out.
Yeah.
Okay. Music starts playing.
Music
As you- with a nice beat to it as you guys walk out.
So you're gonna tell us about everything you read about, right?
Well, everything about the Thriv Maru, it's all of what Leaf told us already.
You said something about constructs when you were in there.
Was that new? Okay, I'll tell you that.
That was new.
Anything that Leaf didn't tell us.
Yep.
I wouldn't say anything about Aerolus or Mount Hellion.
So the constructs, is there anything was it detailed explanation of what they were?
No, it was sort of written like an old like Viking saga. You've read any of those?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Where it's like the word construct was in there. If that means the same construct as what you're thinking. They were very they created marvels. They were very advanced. It's sort of the gist of it.
Okay.
There was mention of crystals as well.
We've only come across one other kind of construct in crystals. That's what the Empire had. Did they get that from... Now we gotta wonder, did they get that from them? Did they find out some of this stuff? Well, I guess I can't derive whether that's the same thing.
Yeah.
I would also tell you about the possibly heretical information about the siren.
The siren?
Yeah. It's a keep in the back, sir.
The Kraken Pope.
You can guess why, but little information.
Yeah, Bert talked to her a few times.
I suppose
He's a big fan.
I suppose we should look for a place to sleep.
Man.
Yeah, probably out of the ocean.
Yeah, we don't want this to wear off while we're sleeping.
I don't want my skin to get all wrinkly. Alright. We'll get out of here and we'll...
Okay. You head back
we don't
out.
have any money.
Prestidigitation myself dry.
Shake yourself off. And you make your way to, I guess, the one inn you know.
Yeah.
Just led by Haggis.
Haggis.
And Haggis is there working. And you see Leaf is there working as well. He's inside there. And
do we have any money at all?
She welcomes you in and says, Leaf was just telling me about you. Welcome back.
Hello. We're looking for some rooms for the night.
Yes, we are.
We can get you the we can get you a room.
What do they run? Do I know what they run already?
She says, don't worry about it.
Oh, fantastic!
We'll
That's
cover
good.
you this time.
Broke
Thank
as
you,
hell.
Haggis.
And she says, whenever Leaf's over cleaning some tables. She kind of
Is
whispers.
he doing it like this?
And she kind of whispers under her breath, and she says, "I could really use some help. I think Leaf just needs a role model. So maybe you could just steer him in the right direction."
Okay.
Sure.
I've been a bit concerned about some of the things he thinks I don't know, but I know.
Okay. We'll see what we can do.
She says,
Can
"Great."
I take her aside and be like, what kind of things?
She says,
Just trying to determine how much she knows.
She's looking at Leaf, make sure he's not looking. He says, he's a good boy. He's been through a lot. And I don't even want to begin to think about it. I just hope it's not what I think it is. But I know you all well. We had a strange run-in a couple years ago. But other than that, I think I can
Did we have
trust
a
you.
strange run-in?
Yeah, there was you guys were attacking Jack, and
Oh yeah.
there's some and she says, I think he looks up to you, and if maybe you can guide him in a better direction. Maybe take him with
Maybe
you.
I could.
Maybe he could learn from you.
Maybe I could teach him like a cleaning spell or something.
It's not really what I had in mind, but
If he comes with us, it's gonna get worse than that.
I don't know if he should learn magic. I think maybe it's...
I'm just telling you, if he comes with us, he's gonna see it.
I can make him strong.
We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
Thank you. Your room is
Indeed.
provided.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
the room.
Haggis.
So you have a restful night's sleep.
Yeah.
And the rooster crows. You wake up. You head down to see Elian.
Yeah.
And he's not there, but the guard's there, and he says Elian has gotten you a boat.
Fantastic. Which boat?
It's called the Sea Sprite.
Nice.
Down at the docks, led by Captain Golfin.
Quick question for you guys: are we going to do this boat ride, or are we going to go to the? We're going to go to Feanor.
I think we have to do the boat ride first because we chartered a boat.
And I think
Maybe
Leaf
we
can
can
come with us on that. That won't be dangerous, really.
Yeah, let's
Just
leave
stay on the boat.
That could be very dangerous.
Yeah, we'll figure out what to do with Leaf. We might pick him up when we come back.
Like, how long is this? How long will it take us to get all the way around the island by boat?
You figure it'd take well, you can ask Bert. Bert will tell you about 2 or 3 days.
Okay, yeah. It's
We're
like
not-
2 or 3 days.
It's
We're-
like 5 or 6 days.
We're not finding this book in 2 weeks.
No.
Not if we go there for 6 days, for sure. That's what I'm
We can
saying. we have a clock. Can we just tell this captain to go help them?
I think
Do we have
honestly,
to be there?
I don't think she's gonna come to us if we're in Elfland. So we take this time to go get that to help
Yeah,
them.
she-
We come
yeah.
back and we go to Elfland and we're there for a while. I don't think she's gonna come.
Okay. And are we trying to bring?
Plus, we got a week of real life time to figure this out since it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
Are we bringing the frog people back here? Are we
No,
trying?
I say we just
Saltport.
because they said they don't want to take the people that are in the town out to provoke an attack. I say we just take the people that are on that abandoned island and take them back to their families.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spawn, it's not vain.
Also,
It's fun. It's
As
where
far
all-
as taking leave, this could be dangerous. We may end up killing the Dark One if he shows up and is like, "Hey,
Well, I mean, he can stay on
You're
the
gonna-
boat.
you gonna kill a kraken for me?"
We'll have him stay on the boat, but I think it'll be fine if he just goes along with us.
Yeah. And plus, his friends will like it.
There's okay.
Maybe, and it'll give us some time to observe them. It'll give us some time to observe him. Maybe see what happens when he's sleeping. Maybe there's something that's going on.
Every night I will have Fip just watch him, and
Are you bringing
if he
Leaf with you?
starts-
Yeah, sure. We'll bring
we can
Leaf
offer.
with us.
We'll offer.
Okay.
We'll
I'll
tell
say-
Haggis exactly what we're doing. Like we're going to save some frog people
I'll
through
say-
some possible krakens that shouldn't attack us.
We could just send Ribbert. We just send Bert, and then the rest of us can go to Fake set up the party,
That'll be fun.
and then Bert can play as Leaf for the next.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. David, you make a good Leaf. You're creepy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, we'll end there tonight. We'll pick up next time with like rounding up where we're going and
Okay.
meeting the captain and
You're the
sail or
captain.
whatever we're doing.
I'm the captain now.
Story time tonight. No fighting.
It was.
It's enjoyable. I enjoyed
We haven't
it.
had we haven't had a ton of fighting.
Last week was all fighting.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you guess. It's been a whole week.
It was like all running.
Yeah.
I didn't really fight anything.
That's true.
A lot of running around.
Oh, you know that was 2 weeks in a row fighting because you had the running away. That was 2 weeks ago. Then last week you fought the lizard folk and the spider.
Oh yeah, we did
Oh,
fight
yeah.
them.
We killed that family.
That's right.
We got them good.
We got.
And
Oh,
you
we
still,
got
by the way,
good.
have a big sack of spider eggs.
Oh, yeah.
we take them into the water.
Oh yeah, they went in the water.
They're fine in the water. So I guess you did.
Should have left them in the library.
Yeah.
Well,
Go back. The mer people have been taken over by spiders.
underwater spider.
Then
We'll
all
do
you
something
hear
with 'em.
coming from
We
that from there is really just a really loud.
We can just get rid of the spiders anytime.
Spider cracking.
Spider kraken. Yes. That's the ideas I need.
Does whatever a spider kraken.
All right, we'll end it here. Thanks for watching,
All right.
those of you that are here. We'll be back next week, same time.
Indeed.
D&D time. We will have some killing next time, maybe. Depends on how depends on how Leaf acts.
Quit acting up, Leaf, or I'm gonna kill you.
Like,
If you keep doing that necromancy, boy,
I'm gonna put you down.
Quit having them dreams.
we're gonna throw you into that ocean just like your daddy.
Oh man.
Oh, rough.
All right. See
Wow.
you next time.